Welcome to episode 6 of the Pythagorean Theorem podcast. We are filming this on the same day as episode 5, so if you're watching the visual version and you're like, oh, they're in the same clothes, that's why. We don't just wear the same clothes every day. But Presley Thoughts coming up, of course, that's our staple. We're going to talk about some hypothetical questions, like what you would do in certain situations, and some foods that we just don't like, which Presley's going to have a lot, because he's one of the pickiest eaters I've ever met in my life.
50.
But without further ado... What?
I have 50.
Without further ado.
Yeah, without further ado, prepare yourself for a session of awkwardness.
All right, kicking it off with Presley Thoughts.
Okay. My favorite segment.
I certainly have fun with it.
I mean, hey, it's a good time.
So prepare for your minds to hurt.
All right.
Okay. Number 1. Claustrophobic people are perfectly fine with their brains being trapped inside their skull.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Zach, isn't I think Zach's a little claustrophobic. As he breaks his headset. That is
Presley, that
wild.
is hilarious. Presley, that is hilarious.
That's a wild one.
Oh my god.
All right. Thank you for joining us, Zach.
Oh, you hit
Did
That's
you hit the
my
mic?
duck.
Not Mr. Duck.
I love how he cares more about the duck than the microphone.
And
Yeah.
I do.
The poor duck.
All
How do you
right.
think about
So
that, Zach?
Zach,
You like that?
Yeah,
what
let's
is your opinion?
get your verbal opinion.
You like that?
What are your thoughts?
No.
Well,
Just no.
it is trapped in there, though.
I'm
That is
not
true.
wrong, but I'm not right either.
No.
No, you
I'm
are
on the
right.
Presley train.
You're actually right.
It's like this. Okay. I gotta compose myself. It's like that one Presley thought that you had. It's like, do dogs bite your hand or lick your hands because there's bones in them?
I think so.
Who thinks about that?
Somebody.
Okay, but this, it's got a point.
He
it's
does
pretty
have a point.
claustrophobic.
No.
Yeah.
And they don't have a problem with it.
No.
It's got a good
Well,
point.
now they may.
shows-
Now that you said that,
Well,
now they may have a problem.
I just ruined so many people.
that
Number
was a
2.
that was a good one.
Number 2. Your body can always feel your clothes. It just chooses not to.
That's another good. That's a true point. That's very true.
Wait,
Like,
that one's a bit.
Wow.
You can feel weird about it all you want, but it's true.
Why
I'm
do we
not
disagree
wrong.
on all of his Presley
I know.
thoughts?
Whenever he's on,
I don't understand.
You're telling. Hold on. You're telling me you can't feel your clothes on your body?
If you think about
I can. That's not what he said, though. I'm losing my
do I
mind.
need to repeat the question?
Yeah, repeat.
You're
the
just
question.
gonna watch. By the
Wait, the
time we hit
question-
episode 10, I'm just gonna have 2 brain cells left.
Bald. Presley, say it again.
Number 2.
No balls.
Your body can feel your clothes. It just chooses not to.
Yes,
yeah,
It's kind of like how you can always see your nose. Your brain just cuts it out.
that's actually true.
it is.
Yeah.
That's a little bonus.
And I understand.
And he does.
And you
And
do.
he does.
Shout out to episode 5. I just no, like you can feel your clothes literally all the time.
Yeah.
You just space out, like you just forget about it because
That's
it's
what I'm
always
saying.
there.
You choose not to.
It's not that you choose not to; it's just that it eventually goes away.
I'm not
The
making a
sensation.
choice to constantly think about it. So, in a passive
Oh my
sense,
God.
So
I'm
you're
making
saying
a
you're
choice not to.
subconscious.
Yeah.
I can kind of see your point, but it's driving me a little
Start
bit crazy.
thinking about all your clothes. Every single
Now you
part
feel
of
it.
it. Now you can feel it.
That's a little
Think it-
uncomfortable.
Right.
Good.
That's because your body is just so. Your body chooses not to think about it.
Think about your
about-
big toe right now.
So he does have
Feel
a
the
point.
sock
I think we all
around the
agree, right?
Oh, yeah.
Except for Zach.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
You feel it. You just kind of get used to
That's
it being
very
there.
true.
It's true.
So far, these Presley thoughts have been going up.
These
Man,
are
man,
crazy,
these
but
are Presley's
found-
popping off.
Found
He
some
is.
good ones. Number 3. All right. I think you're going to like this one, Shmev. Spilling hot coffee on yourself wakes you up faster than drinking it.
Well,
Yeah,
That's true, too.
but
I'd say
I mean,
so.
Yes, but
That's not even.
You know,
what you
wait,
say
I
in
got
the
this.
morning.
Let me take this one.
Okay.
Getting slapped in the face hurts more than a feather touching your head.
yes, exactly.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Zach, I agree with you on
Yes, thank you. Golly. And you disapprove of this.
No, I don't.
No,
Oh,
he agrees.
okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were
Calm
shaking
your bald
Dude.
self down.
I saw.
Number-
I looked over and you were just like, no.
No, I was
One
just
and two
shaking my
are
head and
so
like,
messed up.
come on, Presley.
Okay.
In disgust.
All right.
It was-
All right, number 4.
No.
I'm a little afraid if you're already acting this way.
When a starving predator is chasing their prey, they're both running for their lives.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
They are.
they
I
are.
guess so.
Thought provoking.
Yeah. One's
They
trying
are.
to live to eat or eat to live, and the other is trying to
Now
run
you
away
said
to
better.
survive. Yeah.
Are you better now?
It's an eat or get eaten world,
It is.
and we're a part of it.
Or you
Or
could just
die because you didn't eat.
go to a restaurant. Anyway,
Or just go to, just tell the animal, man, there's just a McDonald's down the road.
yeah, calm down. It's like,
Calm
put
down.
away your teeth and claws,
Yeah.
man. Number
Oh,
5.
that's a good time.
Number 5.
This might disturb you.
I hope.
Your brain knows where all your organs are, but won't tell you.
Whoa.
Won't tell you.
Whoa.
Do you know where your liver is?
Yeah,
If I didn't, can you feel it right now?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
That
to
is-
learn
that
based
is
off of
crazy.
memory
Yeah,
where things
everything
are, but it
yeah.
doesn't like.
where things are.
Yeah.
Where things
That
are.
makes me so uncomfortable.
Welcome to my world. I'm
I know.
never
Zach's like,
comfortable.
now I'm feeling all of my clothes.
That's
I can
actually
feel my
pretty
liver.
interesting.
You like that?
I could have gone my whole
You like
life
that?
without thinking about it. No, I don't. Oh wait, what are you referencing?
Kirk
Cousins.
Cousins. Locker room.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Anyway,
I think I've
that's
seen-
that's my Presley thoughts.
Those were crazy, but
That's
true.
Some
I
of the
know,
best.
I-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number
no,
3 was a
those are
little
good
bit of a
thoughts.
letdown. I'll admit.
Which
but
one was number 3?
That was the one about the
Coffee?
hot coffee.
Yeah, that one
Yeah,
was
well,
just stupid.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, you said you wanted some stupid.
See, Zach thought
had
it
Oh,
was
I'm glad.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're pretty well diversified. It hits a whole new audience
Presley,
every
that
time.
deserves a fist bump overall.
Yeah.
Overall, that was pretty good.
Bald.
Ball.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about what you would do in certain situations? Like,
Like
doesn't
if you
have
were
to be
bald?
like doesn't have to be like very realistic.
Alright.
But
I usually
sorry.
think of what I should have done after the fact.
uh-huh.
Never do it in the moment, almost. So
Well, so I got some hypothetical questions here we're gonna discuss. Got a few of these. This might be a little fun.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna give you a hypothetical question, and then we'll all discuss like what we would do, strategies in
Hypothetically.
certain situations, whatever.
So, in a sense, this is like Schmev situations.
Schmevuations.
We're just gonna jump right into this.
All right.
Schmevuations.
A little jingle.
Ba-dum-bum.
Little
All
jingle.
right, number 1. What is your strategy in a zombie apocalypse?
Don't die.
One of the bigger hypothetical questions. What's your strategy? How will you not die?
Zach, you go first.
Okay, I've actually thought about this a lot before,
Me too.
and I know that sounds so stupid, but like some of this actually kind of hits me. Okay, so the first thing I would do is try to figure out how can I grab as much of my family as I possibly can. Mom, dad, my brothers, my sisters, their families, and then if, and I mean if, for some ungodly reason, like literally, say I pull out my phone and I see, oh, there's a zombie apocalypse going on right now. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm literally grabbing my car, driving, going, picking everyone up. Okay, now that I have everyone, I live out in the boonies. I'm not gonna say where, but I live out in the boonies. Now, what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start chopping down trees around the area. We're gonna use that as firewood, and we're gonna set up a perimeter of this firewood.
Trees
Okay?
before food.
Trees before food. Yes, trees before food.
Well, you already have enough.
You already
food
have
for
enough
now.
food for about a week for the
Okay.
family
Okay.
after everything.
You
Okay,
gotta get
maybe
shelter,
2 at the
protection.
most a month. You got to get
Spikes.
shelter and protection.
Spikes.
After that, we have to have a method of travel to another safe point in case another one falls. So that's got to be either like, I don't know,
A tree house.
tree. Yeah, it's like Magic Tree House. Why not?
Yeah,
no, like a
Magic Tree House.
like a food pantry or something. You just got to be methodical about it. Have a backup plan for your backup plan. That is my plan. Backup plans against backup plans against backup plans. The family.
I like
Maybe
that.
Plan
Vin
G
Diesel.
will work. You know, 80%. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Russell,
I
what do
like
you
it.
think?
That's my strat.
I'm actually. This might surprise you, but I have not.
No, hold on. Nothing you say surprises me anymore. First off.
I mean, some of those Presley thoughts make you
Okay,
think.
maybe. But go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, this might surprise you, but I actually, as of now, don't have a plan.
Wow. And you're very
I'm very paranoid,
Yeah.
very
That's kinda
prepared
surprising.
usually.
It is surprising.
But since after this podcast, I'm probably going to come up with a 20 to 50 step plan
yeah.
in detail. Just
Yeah.
off the top of my head, same thing, gather as many nearby friends and family as possible. Then we need to hunker down somewhere. I don't know about a treehouse because a treehouse is a good idea because you're away and then maybe they can't, zombies can't find you. Yeah, well, they might. But
It depends on what kind of zombies
That's
you're
the problem,
talking
though.
about.
Once one zombie finds you, they all gather, right? And then you're stuck in the treehouse, and then you run out of food.
Yeah.
So I don't know
What
about
are
treehouse.
we talking about? Walking Dead zombies or World War Z zombies?
Those are very different because World War Z zombies can climb. We don't know what type of zombie we're facing, so we need to prepare for
my
every
gosh.
situation.
Love how
I think,
detailed.
honestly, a normal-looking house with an underground bunker would probably be the best plan.
Here's the thing.
I actually
though.
do want to layer
If
one
you-
day, so this kind of ties into it.
Okay.
If you
Dead
get
serious.
Batman.
if you get a bunch of zombies up top above
Yep.
the bunker, you can't get out because they're all just gonna fall in, and you can't open it.
I was just about to say that.
No, see, that's why you have another exit
Multiple.
2 miles away.
What if they're
2
there
to
too?
5 miles
You're
away.
saying
See what
not
I'm saying?
just under your house, but
No,
like,
see, the house, other survivors, you don't know friend or foe, can walk into the house and start taking your stuff. You want it to just look abandoned. You want to have cameras so you can look and see who's
Assume
there
there's
before
electricity.
you get out.
Yeah.
I'll have a generator. Before you
How do
get
you
out,
power the
Generator.
generator?
I'll find
A
way.
bunch of squirrels. You
That's-
get a bunch of hamsters running the wheel. Yeah. Energy.
I'll
You get
I'll
the
have to
zombie
figure that
squirrel,
out.
Just a little piece
Okay,
of flesh.
if
This
you
is
have
actually-
enough time
this is
to make an
helping me walk through my
entire
plan.
bunker, then you have enough time to get a bunch of hamsters spinning in a wheel.
Squirrels?
Squirrels have more energy.
I mean, what if
They
they
do.
have rabies, or what if they're already zombified?
How would we feed them? I said.
See,
That's
that's
actually
a,
not a bad
Do
plan.
you need to
I know.
feed zombies though?
Could you imagine, like, to stay in shape, you just have a bunch of recumbent bikes that you work on, and then it fuels the house with electricity?
Yeah, things like that. Yeah.
depends on the group of people. I don't know. Power
Yeah.
is going to be a big one to figure out.
Yeah.
I'll probably have a couple methods for that.
I wouldn't have a big plan for apocalypse, but I know one thing for sure is I would raid the crap out of a grocery store.
Yeah.
Oh, Food Lion's gone.
Go,
But-
oh yeah, go to the canned goods section and just clear it out.
Yep.
But you have to think in 20 years, what are you going to do? You have to start planting food,
How you're going to get food now?
You
how
got
you're going to get food
to-
then?
start breeding animals,
Yep.
and have like a bunch of chickens.
Start a mini farm.
Maybe a
like-
couple of pigs.
Honestly, Minecraft has really prepared us for this.
It's literally Minecraft. Yeah, I agree.
What do y'all think?
survival mode. Yeah, let's get some other opinions.
I don't have a big plan either.
Get a monster truck and run over them all.
Vehicular transportation, that's another big one.
But
all my
for me, my plan would be to go to an IKEA and just live in an IKEA because I always get lost, and I would hope that no one else could find me. So that would be my main thing. Plus, they always serve meatballs and stuff. So yeah, just IKEA.
I don't think I've been to an IKEA.
Neither have I. They're not really in the South.
Well,
Yeah,
Go
that's my
Switzerland.
plan. Go
It's
Switzerland.
It's one of the
Isn't
bigger
it- isn't it a
hypotheticals.
s-
IKEA.
there's
It's
one.
Switzerland, right?
It was Sweden,
Sweden? Oh.
right?
Sorry.
I don't know.
Okay, so this next one, this one's deep. Think about this.
Okay.
All right.
If everyone was mentally incapable of lying, how would that change the world?
It would change it a lot.
I think people would be a lot less sensitive, to be honest.
Because everything would hurt your feelings.
Everything would hurt your feelings.
The
so that
government
way-
would collapse.
You just get used to it.
Yeah, you would just get used to it. You wouldn't
No
cry
kidding.
as much.
You'd find out a lot about people.
And maybe yourself that you didn't want to know.
People you support, you may not support anymore.
Yeah, the government would collapse.
Oh, I
would.
know.
It'd be
Imagine
gone.
everyone
Collapse.
being honest.
Right.
Wow.
That's a funny thought.
What a concept. Wow. It's probably not going to happen.
that would change everything.
Yeah.
Definitely.
See, that would be hard because truth is different from truth and love, I feel like.
Wait, explain.
Like, okay, so let's say this. Evan, if you told me today, like, I don't know, like, do you, like, if you asked me, like, Zach, do I look good today? And
Do I
would-
look good today, Zach?
Yeah, and I would be like, no, you look freaking terrible.
That's true.
And that was my honest opinion instead of saying, you look all right, man.
Well, it's not true honesty. It's just you care about the way
Wait,
they
but how is that
feel.
truth and love if you say I look all right when I don't?
You're filtering it.
That's
through
just a
love
white
filter.
lie.
a love
Is
filter.
that what you're saying?
I think I just fumbled my own.
Yeah. No, Zach's like,
still not-
no, see, look, I wouldn't lie. I would just tell a white lie. That's completely different.
You would filter
No.
it through love.
I would tell
That's
blue
what you're
lies.
saying.
I would try to.
Yeah,
I guess
you're trying to filter.
all honesty is
Green lies.
So basically, just Zach's
know.
point
I have
in
a
that
lot of
story
random
was just
thoughts right
that
now.
I'm going to ask him how I look, and he's just going to say, I look terrible.
Basically,
That's what I got out of that story.
there is no way
no way to what.
to get along if you're just being honest. I mean, you'd have to be a lot less sensitive, which goes back to my other point, but you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, I see what Zach was saying, because you can be honest and kind at the same time. You can
Yeah.
be like, you know what, maybe this isn't your day, but you know what, that's okay. Like, there's a difference between white lies and being honest without
That's
being
fair.
brutal. Okay, you can be
Yeah.
honest and kind at the same time.
Purple lies.
What?
What?
That he's
He has an entire list of different
I've actually
colors.
Different colors of
categorized
lies.
he's just going through his colors.
You have, after the podcast, please show me this list.
What's a red lie?
Red lie is anger.
That would make
An angry
sense.
lie.
And then would a green lie be like a
Before-
jealous lie? And
before-
I love you. Is that a
What?
red lie?
Do you
Before
not love me?
okay.
Next topic, please.
Yeah, before this turns into another Presley thought, let's
Okay.
just change the question.
All right, cool.
If you could ask one question to anyone in history, who would you choose and what would you ask them? And let's start. Zach, do you have one?
I have one right off.
Okay,
the
let's
bat.
start with Zach and we'll go down the line.
I would legit now. Those of you may or may not know, I'm very strong Christian, so I would ask Jesus what it is I'm supposed to be doing to develop a stronger relationship and follow out God's plan.
Bars.
Interesting.
That would be the one question I'd ask.
I can't top that.
Yeah, no, way to play your trump card this
I know.
early,
I
Doc.
mean, I'm
Man.
sorry, but I have thought about that before, and I think I've even been asked that. Yeah, that'd be what I'd ask. If it was if it was something besides that, I don't know. I would probably ask John Lennon how he got such awesome bars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holmes.
Holmes?
Yeah, can you please phrase that question exactly how you just did to John Lennon?
Yo, John Lennon, how did you get such awesome bars?
Okay. Well,
Presley, what do you think?
I can't top that. I mean, if there's that, okay. Maybe if it was somebody, okay. If I could go to any point in history and
Any
ask
point,
unlimited questions or just one question?
Just one question.
Just one.
Who do you want to talk? I'm trying to think too.
know.
Like I don't know.
I would
Like,
ask Abraham Lincoln, why the top hat? You're already so tall. Why did you need to become
There you
taller?
go.
Like, the dude was already 6'4", but no, I have to be like 7'2".
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
pass. We're gonna have to come back to me.
This one, thought about this a little bit. It's Peyton Manning. Love that guy. Big hero of mine. Always has been. But Peyton Manning was known, and not just like the sports world, like even outside of sports, like his speeches he gives, whatever. He is a big preparation person. And like when he played football, he always said he may not, which he was better than a lot of people, but he always said, I may not be better than everyone, but I can guarantee you I will prepare better than anyone ever has been. And that, I feel like preparation is very important to a lot of things. So I would just ask him, like, what is his mindset to preparation? Ooh. Because I feel like that could get you that could get you to a lot of places.
That's not bad. I like that. And I like
Yeah.
Peyton Manning too, so
Yeah, I do too.
that's a good one.
That
I
would
like
be my question.
It's hard. Still trying to think.
What about you
Do you
guys?
have anyone?
Well, no, for like a celebrity or like a icon that people would know, I really don't. I mean, I have like personal ones that I thought of that I won't share on the podcast for obvious reasons. But for like an actual celebrity or whatever, I'm like, I
doesn't
don't
have
really-
to be a
I don't really
celebrity.
have one. No, I know it doesn't have to be a celebrity, but just I don't know. I just really don't have one. Like, yeah, I would ask like Zach, I'm a strong Christian. Maybe I would ask Jesus like what I'm supposed to be doing or why he did what he did. Even though we kind of already know the answers to both those
Yeah.
questions. I mean, still.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't really know. I truly don't have one just because it's a bit of a broad question.
Clayton, what do you think?
I don't know. I think I'd want to talk to Elon Musk. Like, how are you
Oh,
doing
yeah.
so many things, so many projects? How do you
That's
get these
fair.
ideas, and how do you like eliminate them? Because I see him a lot on like TikTok and YouTube and stuff like that, and like he has all these different projects that he's trying to do. And I remember, like, I think it was maybe a week or two ago. It was this video of him when he was way younger. and they were asking him about his car, and it's like, oh yeah, it's electric. And someone asked him about what about like fueling cars with hydrogen or something different. And he's like, oh, that's stupid. That doesn't work. And it's like he's already thought out, I'm sure, a whole way of doing that. It's like that's not gonna work. Electricity, that's the future. That's how we're gonna.
And funny
like, how
enough,
does he make
like hydrogen
you know what I
cars
mean?
have not worked out.
They haven't worked. Why not? I'm sure he could make one that worked.
He could if he wanted to.
But he knows the best way. How does he get to that point? Why is he so smart? What does he know?
Why
is he
is
an
he so
alien?
smart?
I don't know.
There's a lot of theories about
He-
whether or not celebrities are aliens.
He's an interesting guy, so I probably just
Illuminati,
want to
you know.
talk to him.
Well, I think I remember, like, I love watching the Joe Rogan podcast, and I think he had talked
Oh, yeah.
on there about, like, you would not want to be in my head. When Joe Rogan had asked him, like, how he does, like, you just asked right
Works
now.
a lot.
Yeah, and he's like, even, like, right now, I'm just dissecting so many different things, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, people have actually talked about that podcast, and they were kind of like, you probably caught him at one of the worst moments because he was working on so much and was just exhausted, like, all the time.
well,
to be
apparently
doing all that
he
stuff.
still gets like what 4 to 6 hours of sleep.
That's what I get.
I don't even know.
Hey,
dude. But
The
a
key
lot
to
of
success.
millionaires, they say, like, you still need your 8 hours or whatever. They're like, to make the best decisions, you need sleep. So it's still a priority. but-
Interesting.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy. I go with him. I'd ask him something.
Yeah, that is a hard question.
How to be successful or something like random like that.
on that
Some-
How to
similar
sell a
note,
flamethrower? That's not a flamethrower.
from a
Oh,
company
yeah.
called The Boring Company.
Is it really?
Boring.
Yeah, no, he actually has, that's one of his many companies. It's called The Boring Company. He's like, what if we did this as a joke? And it stuck. And they just do one product at a time. It started as a hat, I think.
Has he had companies that have failed?
Maybe, but
I'm
we don't
sure.
know about him.
I'm sure he has.
Yeah, I'm sure he's come out. with
So,
something.
next question. This one's a little.
I have mine.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
you have yours.
yes, Presley
Oh, you
has.
do have yours
Yeah,
now.
I do
Okay,
have
what is
mine
yours?
now.
What's
Sorry.
yours?
I don't know why I raised my hand.
Yes, teacher.
school.
Pick
Teacher,
me, pick
hello.
me, pick
Yeah.
me.
What's your question?
C.
Sorry, what's your thing?
C.
Answer?
So I know he talks about this a lot. You guys have probably heard of Gary Vee.
Oh, yeah.
I would
yeah.
just want to.
For
I
sure.
know I've heard his thoughts on his mindset a lot, but I would still just want to have a personal
Perspective.
a personal conversation. Like, what's
Yeah.
your mindset? And
Yeah.
I would just want to hear that. Or what's your advice for me? You know,
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of videos of him giving like an individual person like what they should be
And it's
doing.
like super meaningful.
That
to
would
them.
be cool.
I want that experience.
Yeah, he's not like I don't know. I just feel like he doesn't sugarcoat anything, and I love
No.
that.
Yeah.
That's not. He tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
He can only be
yeah.
honest.
Huh? Yeah, he can only be honest. Honestly.
Honestly,
Honestly,
he can honestly only
and
be
it
honest.
works for him.
Honestly.
And people, honestly, a lot of people. He even acknowledges this. That sounded so stupid. He even acknowledges this. Like he's like, a lot of people don't like me at first because
Yeah.
I'm just so brutally
So
honest.
honest.
And honestly, I didn't like him at first either.
I
And
don't
then I
like
start.
him.
Honestly,
Zach is still there.
Just wait.
Yeah, just wait. I mean, then you start hearing him, speak his truth about kindness, perspective, self-awareness. Yeah, everything. And I was like, wow, this guy is on it.
Like, you're wearing a Nike hat. Why is there value to a Nike hat?
Because we say it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like because you basically care what other people think.
Yeah.
Why do you drive a BMW?
Like,
is
so
it like
this-
the fastest car?
this
Is
was
it
a
the
gift.
best car? It's just because of the status of your
The symbol.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Social
It's like
status.
what you put worth in. You care about other people's thoughts.
I like this hat because it hides my bald.
See, that's
different.
different.
Oh,
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 oh.
technical
technical
difficulties.
Yeah,
Technical difficulties.
Mike almost fell.
Okay, it's good. It's good.
All right.
It's good.
Anyway,
It's
not
good.
Mike.
Don't touch it. We're good.
That's a good one, Presley. Next question. This one's a little funnier, but what cartoon character would be absolutely terrifying if it existed in the real world?
Tasmanian devil.
That's what I was gonna say.
That would
Oh
be.
my word!
You can't top that. That's just
Yeah,
That's
Tasmanian
immediately where
devil.
my mind went. Who else?
I thought of Stewie Griffin.
Oh
goodness.
my gosh.
Like just this baby you see
The
out,
head.
and it just all of a sudden just gets a ray gun out, just like speaking British for some reason.
We have to kill the fat man.
That would be scary.
That would be terrifying. Oh my! You think about how big Stewie Griffin's head is.
Yeah, it's so wide.
And just think about that in real life. Just take a second.
It's a football.
Oh my god.
Are you good?
No, I was making fun of you hitting the table.
Yeah, we moved Andy.
Oh no.
Sorry, guys.
It's gonna fall.
I'm a very
Yeah, Stewie Griffin, Tasmanian
huge hand
Devil.
talker.
There's so many.
I wish Joe Swanson was real, to be honest.
Oh.
I don't know how much damage he
Can
would
we
do,
can
but
we get a look into the camera
Oh,
and
my.
just the best impression you
Yeah,
can
just
do
real
right
quick.
now?
Yeah,
just real quick.
Just
No
for fun.
pressure.
Just for fun.
Look right into the camera. There you go.
On command.
Too much pressure.
okay.
All right. It's okay. It doesn't have to be your best. You can just do it.
Hey, Peter, I went to the grocery store, and I just want to let you know it was a good time.
Yes.
Let me get through
So
the
good.
door before my wheelchair gave out. And that's the story of my day. So, what's your favorite color?
That's Joe Swanson.
It's orange.
My God.
AKA
One of the
Kronk.
cartoon characters.
That was
AKA
amazing.
Kronk.
Can we get a hand for Presley?
Kronk here.
Just a quick hand.
Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh.
The actual
like
rat,
oh
not
my
animated.
gosh.
Oh,
a live
no.
human-sized rat.
5 nights at Chuck E. Cheese's.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
not for that. No.
Oh, that'd be terrifying.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was-
yeah,
all
that's,
those
that was
that's,
the
that's
joke.
what Zach was referencing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Good talk. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh man, what do you think, Ev? You got one? Or is Tasmanian Devil just
No,
too
you
good?
guys kind of stole
gears.
mine. I mean, this one wouldn't be. What's the name of the SpongeBob that SpongeBob draws with like the large
Doodle
pencil?
Bob.
Doodle
Yeah.
Bob. Imagine if
Doodle Bob would be terrifying.
I'm annoying.
Hey, speaking of, can we get a laugh?
No.
Can you do it on command?
I can't do it.
Please.
There's only certain
Okay.
times I can do it.
All right,
If you turn
so
around.
just for the reference, our Shmev can do a perfect SpongeBob laugh, and it is amazing.
I remember the first
I can
time
do
I
a
heard.
goat.
Oh my gosh,
It's a little too
we just
perfect.
found that out yesterday. We were cruising around and.
Anyways, cartoons.
Next situation.
Anyways, sorry. Cartoon.
Oh, next question.
Next question.
That's kind of the cartoon one. You think we'd have a lot, but that's kind of hard. There's
That's
just so
a
many
good
cartoons.
one.
Well, we started off with Tasmanian Devil. It's
That's like,
I
yeah.
mean, it's.
You
Yeah.
cannot top that.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, what are you gonna
All
say?
went
Like
there.
Tom and Jerry?
I got
Like,
another one.
What?
Cat dog.
I haven't seen enough of that to really know.
It's
I know
a
what it
show.
is.
I
It's
don't
just
really
called
know.
Cat Dog.
I don't know enough about that.
It's
It's not
half
a
cat,
cat in it all.
half dog.
just seems
Wow, I
morbid.
never would have understood that.
That's morbid.
Next situation.
Yeah. Would you choose to know your future if it meant forgetting your past?
No.
But hold on, just that's what I thought at first too. But hold on, let's say it like if you knew your future, this doesn't say you can't change it. So if you knew your future and you saw how it played out, then you could be like, okay, I'm gonna change this part to make sure this doesn't happen, and you could change that.
But then you don't
and
have any hindsight
make
or
your
knowledge of the
future the
past.
way you.
I think it
want
depends on what age you're at.
No.
Because, well, think about it. You're not that old. You have a lot more in your future. And if you can make your future better and you're only, like, okay, a couple of years, couple of memories gone.
Yeah, just
like,
20 years.
Yeah, you know, just a couple memories
Like,
gone. You know,
of your
your whole
friends,
family.
family.
but
and
you're going to get
friends and
memories
whatnot.
back with your friends because they're going to say the
Well,
same.
maybe
No,
not.
because as you keep
No.
moving forward, you
you would
forget
not.
the past.
No.
Well,
you forget you were ever
don't
friends
know,
with them.
You don't have any recollection of friends or family. You don't have any hindsight from like past mistakes that you've learned upon. No.
Yeah, this
Forgetting
one's
the
a hard
past,
no.
I don't think
Yeah,
is a
no,
good thing.
I wouldn't do that.
It
There's
doesn't
no
mean you
way.
have to live in the past. I'm not saying that, but forgetting the past entirely, that's not worth knowing the future. Supposedly,
I think it'd be
I'm
more
not-
beneficial
I'm
to
not-
learn from your past than try and learn
I
and
agree
predict
with
your
that.
future.
Yes. No, I wholeheartedly
Because
agree.
I still believe I can still control my future from this point, knowing what I know.
To a certain degree, yeah.
Yeah.
Certain degree, yeah.
Everything within my control, at least. So,
What about you, Shmev? Because you were like, that's what you thought at first.
Yeah, I want to
Do you
hear your
still-
thoughts.
No,
Do you
I
still
wouldn't.
think that?
I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I was just
didn't
trying.
think
To, I
that
was just trying to
enough.
think from both sides.
I mean, it's
That's what I thought at
fair.
first, and then I continued to think that way.
see, that is appealing, though. I kind of get the at first thing because it's tempting. You're like, well, at such a young age, I'm very confused as to what's supposed to happen. It'd be nice if I knew.
Yeah.
because
I
you know,
guess would
then
lose
you
to
can't
me.
use your past mistakes to better your future.
Yeah, and that's where
Oh
I'm
yeah,
coming from.
that's a good point. And also, what if you learn your future and it's awful, and then you live like the rest of your life in fear or trying to figure out
But
what
you'd
to
have
do?
the opportunity to change what you do, though.
Yeah.
Maybe
But then you're
you
living
didn't-
all of your life in fear, trying to change that,
Well,
and maybe your
maybe-
changes is actually what leads into the future events.
Maybe.
Yeah,
like-
that gets in the whole time
Tough question.
travel. Like I've
It
thought
does.
about
I
that.
don't. That's why I don't like to get into time travel conversations because I feel like no
Yeah.
rules apply.
Yeah.
It's like everything twists and turns.
If we ever have Schmear on this podcast,
He will go in.
he will go
on
into time travel.
Oh,
Your head
yeah.
will
Well,
hurt.
That's the thing. It's like if you see the future and then like what you're saying, you try to make a change. That change actually is what will happen because of the future. So what you're actually seeing is what you just can't change.
The reason-
because whatever you do, that's what's gonna
So
happen.
basically, the
Yeah.
cause of the outcome is because you saw the future.
Right.
So whereas if you didn't see the future, you wouldn't have made that become reality.
This is just starting to hurt.
If it was like a different future where you could see like, okay, if I do these things, would this happen? And it was like a question. Or like if I did this, then would this happen? Rather than like this is what's going to happen. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because if it's gonna happen, then you can't change anything technically, because you can't change anything now in order to get a different outcome because it's already the outcome, and anything you do.
You
is
lost
go-
me like 10 minutes ago.
See what I'm saying?
we need the meme of
not
like
at all.
Movies about
we need
that.
the meme of like the math symbols going on. Like
Yeah.
There's movies
like,
about.
I was
that.
thinking about cats that whole time.
cat dog.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
All right, but that was a good
Anyway.
hypothetical situation. I enjoyed that one, Shmev. Evan. whatever.
That's
Schmeff. If you could know one truth behind any secret or mystery, what would it be?
Is the Illuminati real? I just want
No.
to
That is a good
I just
question.
want to know.
How do you know that?
I think it is.
It's not.
How do
How
you
do you know?
John F.
Are you
Kennedy.
in
In
it?
it? Yeah.
I cannot disclose that information.
There's actually been quite a few celebrities that have talked about
Oh,
like
a
the
ton.
Illuminati.
Well, okay.
They are
what I
also
think-
Have you heard the things that celebrities have done these past few podcasts? That's true. I don't know if I trust
What I
celebrities.
think is that I heard David Dobrik talk about this.
Yeah.
David Dobrik basically on his podcast actually was saying that a few years back, like a while before he was famous, but he wasn't as famous as he is now. He had a friend, he wouldn't say the name, but he was over at their house and they got a knock on the door. He was in the other room and the people knocked on the door didn't know David was there. And so they basically like two like strange looking men like were at the door in like a suit and they asked this person like, if you want to be famous, we can make you into anything. Singer, actor,
Anyone
whatever,
can be a
whatever
singer.
you want.
Whatever you want, yeah.
And they were like, only condition is we have to sacrifice someone in your family. And she was like, no. And they told her, if you tell anybody, we could kill you. And yeah, so she's like, no, I don't want to do that. Close the door, bawling, crying. And she eventually did tell David. And so David held this secret in for like 5 years or something like that. And he told it on the podcast. Wow. But yeah. So I
Now
believe
David Dobrik got killed by the Illuminati.
but I kind of believe what David believes is that there is like people kind of like, you know, like a world order, but not how people like see it as. Like there's not lizard people.
I wouldn't say like a world.
Well, Mark
order.
Zuckerberg. No.
Not technically, like not a world order, but you know, like these high up people
That you've
are
never
known
heard of.
that kind of
that
distract
dictate
you from
everything.
certain things. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't think they're lizard people or do all these crazy things people talk about. I think there is maybe like a club.
Yeah.
Maybe not a club. Kind of like a club.
You mean a cult?
Yeah.
Of not even a cult.
I would say a cult.
I would say a cult if they were doing the things people say. But
Like
I don't think they
lizards
do all
and
that.
all that stuff.
I don't know.
I think that's a little too far fetched. That's a fun topic to get down though, is Illuminati, because
Yeah.
Secret.
Yeah.
If I had to know like a secret about the world, I don't know what I'd do. Like, cause like Illuminati is a really good. Oh,
No, I wouldn't waste my question on that.
yeah, you were like so convinced.
He already knows.
How do you know?
That's because he's in it.
Yeah.
No, just no. Why would?
how do you know that?
You
don't know.
You ask God or whoever, like, oh, is the Illuminati real? No. Good job. Next person.
How do you know? You can't just
How
say,
do you
"Oh,
know,
I know."
that the Illuminati are real?
But what if they are?
I don't. That's what I'm. That's what.
We're saying it could go either way.
Yeah.
That's what's fun to
No.
think
That's why we
about.
would ask.
If it was true, what confirms it? What versus what doesn't?
Open mind, Evan. Keep
There's
an
so
open mind.
much like raw
I'll keep an open mind with
information.
logic.
Fair enough.
Well, it's logical to keep an open mind, so keep an open mind.
My head hurts.
What's the next question? What else you got?
I heard like I remember reading in history like a long time ago. There was this. Actually, never mind. I want to know where that bomb is. in Georgia.
I
got to know
Reference to episode
where
2.
that bomb is.
Episode 2 reference.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine being the one that found it finally? Like, if it
That
really
would
is
be
in the
crazy.
ocean,
That'd
if
be
like
terrifying.
there was some weird handoff going on, you know, like what? What's
Maybe-
going on?
Maybe they never found it because the Illuminati has it.
Yeah, the Illuminati has a nuke. Evan.
I have one.
They have a nuke.
They've been talking about it on the Joe Rogan podcast pretty recently, and it keeps getting brought up, president after president. It's the JFK assassination. Assassination.
Yeah.
That was actually gonna
That
be one.
one, that's pretty scary. If you look at the evidence on it,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Yep, this bullet. Like, have you heard of the magic bullet? Look up the magic bullet if you have not. It is impossible."
The shot?
Yeah, they're saying like it just went through clean or whatever, and it's like a perfect shiny bullet that hasn't been like crushed. It didn't go in him or whatever. Basically, what they were saying happened. It's like no way that could happen. So I don't know. There's theories about like the FBI killed him or something like that. Because was he trying to get rid of the?
He was not a big fan of the.
They were too
FBI,
powerful or
yeah.
something?
or one of those,
Or CIA. Was it the CIA?
I mean, either
So,
one.
I don't know.
One of those.
I don't know
organizations.
all the
He thought they had
facts.
too much power, and then now he's dead. So,
So you know how like Lyndon B.
Yeah.
Johnson took over for JFK after he died? There's a big theory, and a lot of people believe it, that Lyndon B. Johnson had JFK killed because they didn't get along. And actually, JFK's wife apparently said like that could be a possibility because she knew about the arguments they had.
It's either that, but like I feel like they keep putting off like delaying the information. I feel like it would have to be something really bad, like the government killed him or something like
Have
that.
y'all-
Because
have y'all
why would
heard
they
about-
not? Why do they not tell the truth?
Y'all heard about the umbrella theory?
Oh.
So there's this guy that during the parade, he's standing and it wasn't even really raining, but he had an umbrella during the parade, just kind of holding. And right when the gunshot went off, you can see the umbrella move in a certain way. And basically back then they were experimenting with umbrella guns or something like
like the
that.
pink one.
Yeah. And so there's a theory because the way where he is, it's
not raining.
possible. Yeah, it is possible. The trajectory
Interesting.
and whatever else that is, they said it is possible that could have been it, but they have never identified or found who that person
Why
is.
and why won't they just say then? You know what I mean? Like if it's something so simple, like
But the person that they arrested, I can't remember his name. Y'all remember?
no.
I can't remember his
Oh,
name.
I forgot his name.
I don't
Oh,
think
wait,
he
for
did it.
who killed JFK?
Yeah.
Lee Harvey
Lee Harvey
Oswald?
Oswald. Yeah, I don't think he did it.
oh.
I think it doesn't make sense from where he shot and
I don't know
Like you
enough
said,
about it. I've just heard like certain little
My
stories.
dad knows
and
a lot
and the
about
bullet.
it.
Really?
Wow.
yeah,
Interesting.
That's fascinating, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would want to know Area 51.
Oh,
Is that what
what's
happened?
actually in there? Is it just military stuff, or are we hiding aliens?
I mean,
There's-
something didn't something like crash there, but people think it was a plane. People think it was something else.
I thought that was New Mexico.
Anytime anything
Maybe that was
happens,
Area 51.
like weird there, they just say it's like government testing. Like, oh, we're just testing aircrafts. Oh, we're just blah 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 blah. We're just
Yeah.
testing things. It's like
that we got
what's
from
in
aliens.
there?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know if it's alien. I don't really feel like it's alien stuff. I just feel like it's very classified, top secret experiments or like some new technology, weapons that they're trying to test out. I don't think it's really alien.
Do you guys
stuff,
remember
though.
that meme? I think it was either 2020 or 2019 about the raid Area 51
Yeah,
thing on
yeah.
No, I
Facebook.
remember that. Yeah,
Some people actually
showed
did.
up.
I mean, it was only like 50 out of the millions that said that they would.
Well,
but-
I thought a lot more showed up. Just they could only go to like
Yeah.
they could only go so
They
far.
never actually rated it. They just
Yeah.
kinda
They didn't
sat-
get
they just
far.
kinda
Yeah, they
stood
just
there
kind of
and-
like waved and said,
A
"Hi."
missile would just shoot out from Area 51 and crash
Damn.
all the like you ain't getting in here.
that'd
what
be
about the
dumb.
Zodiac killer?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that
I-
would be an interesting one because he was
Never found.
No, yeah, he's one of the few serial killers that were never found, or at least probably the biggest named one.
Yep.
I don't even know who or what that is.
Really?
No.
Really?
I know very
Well, I
little
guess that
about
was
Basically-
more of a. I mean, he was in Bay Area, kind of where I grew up. So.
When was that?
70s?
Yeah.
60s? 70s. I
Around
was gonna
there.
go 70s.
So basically, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know a whole lot about it. I do know some. Basically, back then, there was this basically serial killer,
Yes.
that was targeting couples, right?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was.
So like couples, back then, couples would go on dates and they would drive up and like just sit in their car and like look out in the view and stuff. And a lot of times when they were sitting in the car, that's when he would attack. He would just kind of sit out and wait for them and get them and kill them.
Although-
And he started to leave notes, and he started to say, I don't know, give not really hints, but just say what he was doing. And I did this, and he would always sign it Zodiac. And
The zodiac sign.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, zodiac sign. It's not, because he left a lot of cryptic messages and like some ciphers that, in fact, I think one cipher didn't even get solved until like 2020 or 2019. Like one cipher they've been trying to crack for years and they weren't able to. But no, the
heavy
Zodiac Killer,
encryption.
no, he was.
Dang.
Well, I think actually one of the reasons for that is because there was like a typo or a missed symbol or something. So they finally had to account for, there's like a typo where we messed up something. That's what I heard. Maybe I'm wrong. But no, he was a very scary guy. I know he's probably one of the guys that terrified my mom growing up because my mom grew up in the same area and kind of around the same time period. And he didn't just go after couples. I mean, that's what he's known for.
Yeah.
But I mean, he had one to where I'm pretty sure this was him to where he was in like the back of a cab and he shot the cab driver from behind and whatnot. So
Is that where that
was a
scene
very-
comes from movies and TV shows and stuff?
I mean, he probably helped popularize it. I don't know if he necessarily started it, but
Yeah, I think
there's.
that's kind of where it
No,
come from.
we can have a whole topic about so many different serial killers from just that one time
Just
period.
one I wanted to bring up real quick.
Okay.
Have y'all heard of the Axeman of New Orleans?
No.
Oh, wait, remind me of that.
That
sounds
was
familiar.
This was a while ago, but there was this little town. I can't remember if it was actually New Orleans or a town next to it. But anyway, there was like a little, I don't know, part of New Orleans, I guess, where the serial killer started just killing people with an axe. And so one night,
That's how he got the name.
So chill.
it got so bad that people weren't going out at all. But he sent this note in, and it said something like, if you, on this night, I'm going to be out on the street killing people. But if you, at your house or your business you work at or whatever, if you are playing jazz music, he said, I will not kill you. And so everyone in that little area of New Orleans played jazz.
That is psychotic.
And nothing happened.
Just to get everyone to
The whole town was playing jazz. That's a very interesting one.
Wow, and that's a true story.
That's a
Well, that
true
just
story.
kinda
Wow, I
shows
never
you the
heard about that,
fear.
but no,
Yeah,
that's
talk about control.
because I've heard
Yeah.
of his name before, but I didn't realize the jazz thing. I
Yeah.
don't remember that aspect.
Presley, if we ever go to New Orleans, you better bring your sax.
Baby.
All right, last question, and then we'll move on to the next one.
Wait, I just got this image of Presley running through a forest playing sax, being chased by a guy with an axe.
Yeah, no, just as soon as he starts playing jazz, the guy with the axe, he just slowly just comes to a stop, and he's like, he turns
dang it.
around,
Got me.
goes back into the woods.
Oh, it's kind of like that theory of throwing a
swamp.
blanket over you when someone breaks into your house.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, dang it! I didn't get him!
But yeah, last question of the hypothetical questions. We'll move on to the next one. But what celebrity or historical figure would be the most terrifying ghost to encounter? Like you're just walking through your house, you look up, and there's just Prince.
Michael Jackson.
I was gonna say that. Imagine walking through your house and it's just Michael Jackson just looking at you. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's not
Did a little
dead.
dance.
He moonwalks through the walls.
You wake up in the middle of the night and Michael Jackson just moonwalks through your wall into the front of your bed. That would be terrifying.
Oh man.
No, like
gosh.
Charles Manson. That would be
Stephen
a scary
Hawking.
one.
That would be kind of weird. Could you imagine that?
That wouldn't be scary.
would
That'd
be-
be strange.
I mean,
That
it
would
would
be
be
strange.
weird if
I mean-
any of these people showed up in your house.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it too. I mean, because he's, dead. Do you think he'd be walking around and stuff? Or
He's
think
a
about it.
ghost just rolling around. there
That's a
through the
really good
walls.
question.
I don't know.
Would he be his
It-
younger self? Or
Yeah, it
older
depends
self?
what age he was.
When
right?
he died. Yeah.
Well, it depends on what you think the ghost is. Is the ghost
In his prime.
yeah?
The ghost is in his
Where's
prime.
the ghost?
The ghost is like, yeah, I've been lifting.
Is it your
I don't know.
soul?
That's kind of weird. What about you, Shmev?
I said Mike. I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
say
Michael Jackson,
I was
too.
on the same
Michael
page as
Jackson?
Presley.
I don't know.
That would be terrifying.
I will say, imagine
Michael Jackson always scared me as a kid.
Really?
Like, yes.
Who? Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh.
He
My
always
gosh.
scared me.
Especially
because
towards
of the
the end.
accusations he had.
Towards the end, especially.
I actually saw a video on that literally last night, an interview with Michael Jackson, and I'm like, huh, he kind of scares me.
Oh, he always has.
Yeah, Michael Jackson is a very, I mean,
was.
extremely talented, but very creepy.
As he got older, especially because,
Just got worse.
well, like he apparently his nose fell off before he died. Like his
Well,
literal
imagine
nose
seeing that as
fell
a
off.
ghost.
How?
Like,
Wait, that was like
he
a
had
medical
many-
thing?
so
yeah, he had a
many
condition.
surgeries,
That,
yeah.
I mean, think of like his
Well,
skin
probably.
color. Like obviously that
It's
changed
lost
his
all
whole.
pigment.
His face started to change.
Wait, what?
Everything.
Did he have leprosy? Like what?
No, not
No,
like
no,
that.
no.
It
You know
was
how
some-
his skin changed colors?
No, I was talking. No, not the skin changing colors. His nose
But-
falling off.
Yeah, I'm still confused
had-
about that. Like, what?
No, it actually did.
Seriously?
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
This dude.
Jamie, can
But
I get you to
Jamie,
look up
can-
Michael Jackson?
Jamie,
could you just pull that up
Everybody's
for
doing
us,
that.
please?
For me, I think it would be a mixture of terrifying and hilarious if you had William Howard Taft, the largest president you ever had, he just showed up. Like, you just got home after work. You're like, oh man, I've had a long day. You're dirty and whatnot. So you strip off. You're about to take a shower, and he's just in your tub.
Oh my god!
Just-
That's so specific.
Have you thought about this?
Have you thought about that?
Well, no, I think, unfortunately, it was debunked how he got stuck in a tub, but he's known as being our fattest president and getting
Yeah.
stuck in a tub.
Yeah.
Again, I think that's false. I don't think he actually did get stuck in a tub, but that's like the urban legend or whatever.
Yeah.
If you want to call it an urban legend.
Clayton, what are you looking up?
I'm looking up whether or not his nose fell off. Some people say no, it
I've
did
never heard
not.
about that.
Oh, that's a scary photo.
His nose did
that's-
look like Voldemort from Harry Potter.
Apparently, he got like a nose job or something like that. Too,
Well, yeah,
but
you got a nose job. I remember that.
Yeah, that's
What
what
was
I was
his-
saying with the plastic surgeries.
What was his like medical condition? Like he had.
I don't know the name of it.
I mean, he didn't just like overdose, did he?
I don't know.
He
I don't
didn't.
know. Some
His
people
doctor
think he's still
made him
alive.
overdose.
Cold.
That's a
Same
different
thing
topic
with
for another
Elvis.
day.
We'll get into that another day.
We could talk about
well,
that.
How do you say
We'll
that
riff on
word?
that for a while.
Propofol.
Propofol?
Propofol.
Yep,
Propofol.
Wow. Yep.
Yep.
that sounds right. I don't know what in the.
No.
Just if you were.
I
big
don't know.
word
Just
for
if you
Elmo.
guys are
That's a
interested,
big word
look it
for
up.
Elmo.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Can't believe
That was an
everything you
interesting
see on the
segment.
internet.
Questions. I thought that was fun.
No, yeah, thank you for coming up with those.
That was great.
So-
Shmev, not Evan.
A little more chill episode of the podcast. It was kind of nice.
So
Well, we have one more segment.
talk about some foods we don't like. Presley's probably got about 50. Presley
I'm
is
so picky.
maybe one of the
get
pickiest
real.
eaters I've ever met.
I would still eat those dinosaur chicken nuggets and the Kraft mac and cheese for dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But like, what are some foods that you're like? I'm not picky at all, but what are some foods that y'all just can't eat?
Raw tomato.
Yeah.
I just can't
Yeah,
do
do
You
it.
like tomatoes? I used to
No.
not when I was a kid.
I don't need it.
I
Yeah,
also,
for me.
well,
They're all right.
I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna get it over with. I don't like ketchup. I don't. I just don't like ketchup.
Okay, now that part
I
is
just-
a little
I-
weirder to me, but
I used to eat so much of it when I was a
Yeah.
kid. Like,
That's
I got
not the
tired
weirdest
of it.
though.
No,
What's the
that's
other
really
thing you
not.
don't like?
Okay, I do not like burgers.
There is
well,
something
elaborate.
wrong.
No,
with
no.
you.
You see, you
No,
don't
I
understand
love
what Zach
specific
means. You
part
don't
of
understand what he's
okay,
talking about.
okay. I love all of the parts that you get in a burger. I don't like the bun.
He doesn't like hamburger buns. He likes the hamburger itself.
That's
like the
still
meat.
weird.
That's what makes it a hamburger.
Don't like the but really?
I mean, you could have a hamburger be lettuce wrapped or
There's
whatever.
all
That's still.
kind. There's a bun on a burger that is completely different than like every other kind of burger. It's like
Ciabatta.
Burger
or-
Republic, Banana Burger.
Banana
Well, that's the
Republic?
thing, though, is that, like,
Banana
it's gotta be
burger.
like toasted. Like I don't
Yeah,
mind.
that's
Like
the
I'll
thing,
I'll
yeah.
eat any bun that you give me if it's toasted. Like that. I don't know what it is. I just don't like the bun.
Zach's not a big bread fan. If it's like just like hamburger buns, like just plain
Not
bun.
like
if you
bread.
toast it though,
No.
then
Toasted?
fine.
I mean, yeah, that would be true if it's toasted.
twice baked
yeah, I guess
bun?
that would be right.
Twice baked
bread.
bun. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Oh, that's funny. But no, I agree.
That's still very weird.
It's specific. I've been conditioned to it for however many years now. So
love ketchup.
my family and I are just used to it.
Come
We
to
embrace
find
you.
out, the ketchup bottle is like literally half sugar.
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
yeah.
You
Straight
look
sugar.
on like the first ingredient is like high fructose corn syrup, and then there's also corn syrup, just not high fructose. But you know, yeah,
That's always my favorite. I
Yeah.
used to like look and it would say like no high fructose corn syrup or whatever on all this stuff, and then it says like fructose corn syrup. And I'm like, it's just not the high.
It's not high
Yeah,
fructose.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not
Slow.
like I said, I'm not picky at all. I'll eat just about anything. There's some foods I haven't tried. Like a lot of people don't like liver. I've never eaten
Yeah,
liver.
liver.
I like liver.
do you?
fresh liver.
Yeah.
You cannot get it
like
from the
liver?
store. It is
No.
disgusting. It tastes
It's like mushy
mildewy
meat. That's
meat.
not.
Do you
That's
like
not
liver?
what meat
If
is. I like
you-
fresh liver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not like from like what he's
Yeah.
saying from the store.
Like
But-
whenever we used to raise animals.
But
Yeah.
there is two foods I cannot eat.
I think we relate on this.
I think we do.
Yeah.
Mushrooms and
And olives. Yep.
Cannot
I would have to
stand
agree.
No,
it.
I agree. I
And
didn't-
part of it is a texture thing, like just the sliminess.
It's a
and-
fungus. At least mushrooms.
I agree.
I
No,
would
my,
not like
my
liver.
fun fact is that mushrooms kill people every year, and I bring that up whenever my family
gosh.
eats mushrooms or anything. I always say
serious?
that. Just mushrooms kill people every
Not
year.
the ones you get from the store, though.
Yeah, but they still kill people every year. You know, the wild ones.
Yeah, the
Could you
wild
imagine-
idiot.
Yeah,
Like,
but
the
I
wild.
still my fun fact.
Could you imagine the first people like figuring out which mushrooms you can and can't eat?
Yeah.
Like, okay, this one's good on pizza. This one makes Fred see God, and this one kills you.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, olives. I don't know the last time I've eaten an olive. I might have been in like elementary school
I think I just tried it like a couple months ago, honestly.
for the first
For the
time.
first time.
Oh wow.
It was like a ball of salt.
Yeah.
It was
And then
terrible.
mushrooms, like you know how like a lot of like mushroom is in like gravy
Yeah.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Some
No,
Italian
I'll pick it out.
dishes.
I'll pick it out exactly.
I
yes.
cannot eat it.
There's certain dishes with mushrooms in there that is like really good.
False.
But, well,
There's
some
some
that are really
it
not.
is
I know a
really
lot of
good.
people don't like mushrooms, but they like sautéed mushrooms.
Yeah.
I don't.
If you
No,
can
but-
cook it
no.
just right, they're amazing.
One of mine that I really don't like, and this is kind of a general thing. I'm not a big fan of meatloaf, like at all. But something specific to meatloaf is the onions. And when people put onions in burgers, onions in meatloaf,
Yeah, a lot of people
onions
don't
in-
like onions.
I don't
which
like.
I find
I
weird.
don't like to just sink into a nice burger and then it starts crunching. You know what I'm saying?
But you like lettuce, right?
No.
Just recently.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fun fact:
Pickles?
Presley has only ever had less than a dozen salads his entire
Actually, I'm over
life.
a dozen now.
He's
I am
counting
so
his
proud
I'm
salads,
up to
which
like
is bad.
I'm up to like
So proud of
15
you.
No,
salads.
Zach, do you want to talk about the story when we first figured out that?
Yeah, yeah.
remember this.
I honestly swear to God, I don't remember much of it. I just remember we were freaking out.
Yes. Well, I remember we were. I think it was just the three of us. Just
in like an Xbox party or
yeah,
something,
it
right?
was an Xbox
Playing
party. We were
something.
playing Fortnite,
Of course
and
we
we were
were.
trying to figure out where to land or whatever. And I think Zach asked me like, "Oh, what are you having for dinner?" or something like that. And I'm like, "Oh, my family just probably having like a chicken and a salad or whatever." And then Presley responds with, "I have never had a salad before in my life." And
Not
Zach and
once.
I just there was a moment of silence, not that long, but a moment of silence, and then we're like, "Wait, you've
What did he
never
say?
you've never had one salad before?"
Yeah.
And
Not
Presley's like, "No, I've
one.
never even tried a salad." And Zach and I were like, It wasn't even I don't like salads. We're like, how have you never once tried a
Tried it.
salad?
I
Yeah.
just never have.
He's up to
Yeah.
15
Until, like,
now.
We're
I'm up
the
to, like,
complete
15.
opposites.
Do you like
Yeah.
him now?
Oh, I love them now.
Wow.
You're just
It's
afraid.
just
It just
so
took me a while. I'm
weird.
like,
It's
okay, look.
so bizarre.
Growing
But,
up,
hold
would I
on.
rather get chicken nuggets or
Okay.
some grass?
But it's healthy.
What is a 12-year-old going to
But
choose?
what is your version of a salad? Like, what do you put
Okay,
on
I
it?
like Caesar salad just as a baseline. That's
Caesar
good.
salads are good.
Like, let's say, do you make salads at all? Or do you just
That's a
get
big
them from
concept
places?
for
I've
Elmo.
usually just got them from places or the
Okay.
pre-put together
Because I
stuff
just
from
feel like
stores.
if you were making a salad,
It would
put
not be
lettuce in
good.
there, some cheese and ranch, and that'd be it.
That's
Yeah.
not a good salad.
no,
No.
okay. If I'm
No.
feeling fancy, like Zaxby's has some fantastic salads.
Theirs are all right. I've had
They
those.
oh
You-
yeah.
You get the chicken.
Zaxby's fried chicken salad. I do like their grilled.
like
The
their fried
baked
chicken
grilled
salad's really
chicken
good.
is not bad either.
Yeah.
Wait, is it that much?
It's a big salad, though.
Crazy.
It's big.
How
It's like 2
expensive those
meals.
I've only been to
salads
Zaxby's a handful of times.
are. Might be like
good.
$15, but
I know what
still
I'm
for
having
a
for
salad,
lunch.
I don't think it's that much.
I really
but
do think it is.
It
Like,
might have
it's
gone up
crazy high.
recently. But yeah, anyway, it's got lettuce, of course. You gotta have your grass,
Spinach?
but it's got little tomatoes, the
Great
grilled
tomatoes.
chicken, fried or grilled. It's got cheese, some ranch, some
Croutons.
Croutons.
Fried onions. No, they are in there.
they
actually.
are, but I eat around those usually.
You don't like
Really?
onion rings?
Not really.
That's basically what fried onions are.
I'm not a big fan of onion rings.
They are fried. Yeah.
To be fair, are you talking about like Sonic's onion rings, which are awful, or are you talking about like an actual onion
I'm talking
ring?
about an
Sonic's
actual
rings
onion
are
ring.
good, though.
I ordered
If
Sonic
I'm gonna
onion
eat
rings
them-
once. It's like onion powder in some batter. It's
I
like not even onions.
So good.
I love.
Are you, Layton, are you okay?
I'm trying not to interrupt. I
Sorry.
love their pretzels. Completely random. I'm sorry. I just thought.
Are you about to say onion?
No,
Sonic's
I haven't had
pretzels.
enough. Oh, their soft pretzel twist. Get
serious?
the soft pretzel. No, okay. I do have a
Sonic
thing.
for lunch later.
You cannot have their cheese. I don't like the cheese. It's
You
way
don't like
too
the
fake.
cheese?
It is way
Oh,
too
yeah.
I
fake.
love cheese.
I would agree.
Yeah,
it's
but
like
I
that
cannot
nacho
have that
cheese
kind.
you get at like football games.
Yeah, that's not
gross.
That's not cheese. That's
Pathetic and
like
disgusting.
Watered down cheese.
I was not expecting that as a
they
response.
they are
They're pretzels.
dude. Not overhyped
passionate.
at all. Some people are like, they're not that good. They are amazing.
I've never heard any hype about their pretzels at all.
Oh, they're phenomenal.
Did you write down the foods you don't like? Can you just
can
like
list
just give
some.
us
Okay.
a rapid fire? of
I've
what you
actually
don't
gotten
like?
better about this recently. I've started opening up to green beans,
Wow.
carrots.
okay.
Oh.
I know, crazy.
Fancy.
Yeah, salads, as you know.
Yes.
What all
Good.
don't you like?
What I don't like, still don't like broccoli, Brussels sprouts.
Wow. Wow.
My heart.
I don't see how you like Brussels sprouts.
They are amazing.
They're not
Most
great, but
types
done
of
right.
onions. I mean, if it's got to be the right type. Got to be the. I mean, I don't mind using it as like, for extra flavor when you fry some onions before you throw a burger on.
Like for spaghetti or something.
Yeah, but then just take it out. I don't like random crunches.
out?
It's like all these nice, fine, squishy
How-
noodles, and then I feel like I'm eating bugs or something. Like it's just random.
You know,
So-
when you cook onions, they typically aren't still that crunchy.
Yeah, they're
I
like
ain't doing it right.
Like
then.
my you like my jambalaya, right?
I love your jambalaya.
Onions in the jambalaya.
See, then that's the right application
Okay,
because
I
it's with
just-
some other crunchy.
I think
textured
Presley just
stuff.
may need to learn how to cook
I
an
need to
onion.
interrupt and say something.
I love how you're holding the baby.
makes the best gumbo and jambalaya I have ever had.
He
It's
really
so good.
It's not even that hard to make, but it's good.
it is. And it is.
It is.
Okay,
is.
sorry,
Listening to
Presley.
this and
You
Presley
had
has
to say that.
What's some other foods y'all like? I'm sure I don't like
All right,
them.
well, ones that I don't like, for me, I agree with Shmev. I think the worst pizza you could ever have is a pizza with mushrooms, olives, and pineapple. If someone serves me that, I would probably rather starve.
I do
But-
like pineapple on pizza.
Okay,
though.
but like,
Pineapple on pizza.
pineapple on pizza is delicious.
It is
know,
delicious.
I do.
It's
Yeah,
so
I
good.
agree. I like.
I'm
I
surrounded
like
by
Hawaiian
imbeciles.
No,
No,
it is.
no. Pineapple in
delicious.
general is amazing. On pizza, I'm not a fan.
Just maturing in life is understanding
You know
that
what? Just
pineapple
go
is
to
good on
Hawaii
pizza.
and live your life.
I will.
Okay, no, but no.
Love me.
I do. No, okay. Thank you. Okay.
So nice.
But after that, some other foods that I'm not a big fan of. No, to me, two of the biggest ones are I love cheese in general. Like I'm a huge dairy. I love cheese. Goat cheese and blue cheese are not good.
I don't like blue
I don't
cheese.
like them. Like blue cheese,
Agreed.
I'm not a fan of it, even though it's to me literally moldy cheese. I know some people like it.
I
That's
just-
fine.
cheese-
Goat cheese is the one to where I'm like, are you liking it just because you think you sound sophisticated when you're like, oh, and I had this goat cheese with it?
It
Like,
does sound
no,
sophisticated.
No, goat cheese
I-
is not good.
I just recently started liking blue cheese. I do
Yeah,
like it.
so blue cheese is fine. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I understand if
no,
other people like
it's
blue cheese. I'm
disgusting.
fine with that.
Like dipping wings into it.
no, yeah, like that's
good.
like
I'd
either
rather
blue
have
cheese or
ranch.
ranch. Yeah.
Yeah, I like ranch too. But
Big chicken wing guy. Love them.
Oh yes.
Y'all are just making me hungry.
Well, plus I just like
I'm
spicy.
starving.
Oh, I'm starving. We better get food after this. But no, I'm just a big spicy guy, so I like a lot of different
Big
spicy
spice
type of
guy.
food.
Big spice
I'm
guy.
big- I'm big
This
spice
fella can eat spice like nobody.
You can hunker down.
Back
Oh
me up
yeah.
here.
Oh, okay. So this is a good story, and I'll try to be quick, but I promise it's going to be good. The first time I ever heard this guy say that something was spicy, I had to try it. We were at a local barbecue place in our hometown,
Yeah.
and I had known you for maybe 2-3 years at that point.
Something around there, yeah.
Somewhere around there. So I understood, like, this guy could take some spice. So first thing he tells me is like, oh, wow, this is actually spicy. He put it on his barbecue. I was like, okay, if you say it's spicy, I gotta try it. I kid you not, I dipped a French fry in this thing, and I had 8 Cokes after that. I asked if a barbecue place had milk. It was so bad.
Zach's
And I
not
felt it.
over-exaggerating.
I'm not over-exaggerating. I got so many Cokes. It's a good thing that you don't have to pay for them individually. And then just like you can just go up
Yeah,
and
thank
get
goodness
free
for
serve.
fountain drinks.
Oh my gosh, this kid. It was so bad. And I felt it for hours afterwards.
I remember eating spice like this chicken sandwich at this one joint we went to.
Yeah.
It was you, me, and him. You backed off almost immediately because we asked for some extra spice.
We did.
Right? You're not a big
Oh,
spice
did,
guy.
yeah.
I got about
Yeah.
halfway through the sandwich before I'm like, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
And you just ate it like it was nothing.
Well, no, it was definitely hot. It was.
Yeah, because
Well,
what had
if he
happened,
admits it,
we had
then-
asked for some extra spice, and instead of putting it on the side, they put it like slathered all over it.
And we asked for it
And
on the side.
On the side, and she was like, "Is this okay?" And I'm like, "I guess so. We'll give it a shot." And one bite, I was done. Sent it back.
tears.
I sent it back.
Which I
Nice. Send it back.
I sent it back.
I never send things back if I can help it.
I don't either, but like it was to me unedible.
No,
And then
they're-
I
wait,
finished it in
inedible.
5 seconds.
Is it not? Is it inedible?
Isn't it inedible, not unedible?
I don't
It's
know.
inedible.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
inedible.
I thought it was unedible.
It's
To
unedible.
whom it may concern,
Inedible.
Uneditable.
We understand.
No, yes, but
Where's that
anyway,
Zach?
I don't want
Can't
to. I
pronounce.
have other foods I can list off, but I don't want to dominate the conversation if people have
Layton's
other
got
foods. Leighton.
So I have a food that
Okay.
I do not like, and Presley
Surprising.
knows. I know, right? I am not very picky. I'll eat just about anything and love it. When I was a kid, I used to not like certain foods, but now I actually really like them.
Yeah.
But one food I cannot stand, and I want you to actually guess this because I really truly believe this is a perfect description. Okay, gunk, just awful gunk, funky mess wrapped around old people's skin.
Peas.
No.
What?
No.
What?
What?
Dates. Oh! Dates are disgusting.
Wow.
Wait, out of all the things,
Funky. Yeah. Wrapped around this.
I don't think I've ever had dates.
Oh, they're so bad.
Are they a lot like
It's not-
raisins?
They're like jumbo
way
raisins.
worse. It's not like raisins.
well,
I don't mind
No, no,
raisins.
no, 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 no. Take a raisin, inject it with the needle, and pump like 5 ounces of just gunk in it. And inflate it like a balloon.
And
it is nasty.
When you say gunk, what is gunk?
It's like
Gunk?
Like-
apparently it's sweet, but it's like sweet throw up or sweet.
I've never had that.
How do you say that?
Okay, so like when it comes to dates, imagine a juicier, less dry raisin, but the raisin has been way too old for about 6
Yeah.
months, and it's like soaked in that juice. I don't know how to explain it.
sorry, can I say something real quick, Leighton? We're here for it. We're here for you.
Ugh,
Okay, we love you.
it's bad.
No, just in dates' defense, by themselves, they're not all that great. But my mom has done before to where like she'll put dates in brownies and whatnot, and that's actually really good. Or like dates and like other baked goods.
Would you do that
I
to
will say
brownies?
you can do
Well,
date
no, you
balls
can
and
no,
they're
no,
not bad.
no, exactly, yeah. Or like one
Wrap
of the big
anything
things
in
is
sugar.
we'll do like peanut butter balls, so where they're coated
Yeah.
in chocolate and it has like peanut butter pecans and like dates in it,
Yeah.
and
That's
those
not
are
bad.
really good.
It's not bad.
I agree. If you have a date by itself, I agree. I'm not a fan of it, but if you incorporate it in other stuff, that is my defense.
Completely agree.
But you don't like peas either.
Yeah,
I
it
love
tastes like
peas.
a green fart most of the time in a ball. Like when you
you
pop
like
into it,
peas?
it's like
I like peas okay. They're not my favorite, but I like them.
I really like peas.
I'll
Like
eat them
what
with
kind?
other
Just
stuff.
like green
lots of
peas?
other stuff. Yeah, I'm not.
You
a
like
big fan.
like
There's lots of beans
okay.
I don't
like
like.
black-eyed peas?
That's fine. Yeah.
I don't like
They're
black-eyed
green.
peas.
Just green.
Hate them.
Do y'all like lima beans?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Hate
I
I
don't
love
know
lima-
if
I
I've
love
really
so
had
much
lima
trauma
beans.
from my childhood of like, if you want dessert, you got to eat these, and it would take
I
me
just
20
don't do
minutes.
it.
love lima beans.
They're
Love
good.
it. What about okra? Do you like okra?
I
If
like
it's
it
not
when you
slimy,
make it.
you have
Fried
well, 'cause-
okra, non-slimy.
Yeah, you have to have it not slimy. That is the key. Because if you cook it to where it's slimy, you're doing it wrong. If you have it to where it's more crisp, then that's way
I eat
better.
it anyway. I
Why?
love it. I just love it. I don't know why. I eat
weird.
it pickled or just like
Pickled.
Pickled okra.
pickled okra. It's good.
Wait,
Just
sorry.
eat
Here,
pickles.
let me take a step back. You mean you'll eat it anyway as long as it's not slimy, but you'll have it in different
No,
ways. Like
I'll eat it slimy.
He'll just eat it.
What? There was so much.
Hey, I'm
weird-
still trying to comprehend the date in a brownie. That
A
That's
date.
bad.
Yeah, I don't know about
No,
the
it's not. My
brownie.
mom, well,
but
okay, maybe it wasn't in a brownie. Forgive me if I got that part wrong. But
in a
I know,
ball.
like in a peanut butter ball, to where it's like chocolate covered, has peanut butter, has pecans, and it has dates in it. That is good.
I thought of another one. I don't
okay.
really like peanut butter that much.
So much wind.
I'm causing a
I have
windstorm.
to be in the mood. I barely like Reese's Pieces.
Why on earth is slimy okra okay? I want to know this.
disgusting.
I
Well,
want to know
okay.
this.
For one, the reason why I'm not picky, and this is compared to. I mean, okay. A lot of parents, you know how like when your kid, their kids won't eat a food. They're like, okay, well we got to get them something they like. So let me run to McDonald's real quick. And get
No.
some chicken
no,
nuggets.
I agree
Suck
with
it.
you on
No,
this. Yeah.
my parents would say, "This is what we're having. If you don't like it, you're not eating."
yeah.
I like
And
that.
so that's why I'm not picky.
That's what I
is
grew
because
up.
I
Well,
would eat
I grew up
anything.
with that too. I would
Yeah.
just not eat.
That's rare. That's very rare. But okra, we have a garden and stuff.
Can you get any closer to the microphone?
Hey, baby.
Presley, the
Golly.
microphone is not your lover. It's your friend. Nope.
I just jabbed him in the side.
That was a Michael Jackson
So-
Fight,
almost
fight.
something. All right,
Can
okra.
I speak?
Yes.
So, okra. This is how much I love okra, or I have always loved okra. When I was in elementary school, they would ask elementary kids to be the like the crown bearers for homecoming for high school, and so I was crown bearer for homecoming one year, and they announced like the names and stuff and your interests. And one thing I gave them was that I really love okra. Really? So they're like, this is Evan Hopkins. He's in second grade or first grade or whatever. And he enjoys sports and okra. That's how much I've always liked it.
That's amazing.
So I don't know a reason. I just
disgusting.
do. I love okra.
no,
Now, fried okra is better than any type of okra, but yeah.
no, I'm an okra fan too. Like I'm not hating on okra. I'm just confused why you still like it slimy. Because to me, okra is good as long as it's not slimy. That's
I
the
can't
one
really
caveat.
control what I like and don't like. Zach is in the window, like, giving a face.
Oh, yeah, I can't even see Zach. I'm fine with that. He's bald. Have we mentioned that before? In
Sounds
case you didn't know,
stupid,
that's a fun
so
fact.
stupid.
I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, for
But,
those listening, Zach.
All right, does anyone
Yeah.
have any other foods real quick that they just don't like that they want to get off their chest?
Not
No,
really.
I'm good.
I just
Oh,
That's
yeah,
it.
because
Well-
I'm not that picky of an eater either.
Yeah,
Okay.
Zach's not going to be in the outro. But
well.
thank you guys for listening. Thank you for joining.
Yes.
This
Oh, well,
is
never
episode
mind.
6. Yeah, this is episode 6. We're filming 5 and 6 on the same day, which, again, that's why we're in the same clothes. Because I'm about to go to college again soon. So, yeah.
Later.
But follow us on Instagram and TikTok at _PT podcast. We just hit 12,000 followers on TikTok.
Yeah, that's
which
insane.
is pretty awesome.
It's great.
Maybe we can get Instagram up a little bit. But yeah, thank y'all so much. Subscribe on YouTube. Yeah, we appreciate y'all. But thank you so much for joining us for a session of awkwardness.
Awkwardness.